Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to continue with the Summer Vibes Workshop Kit. I'm doing the third layout, which is page 1 of project 2. It's in the catalog I just showed you there. I'm going to go ahead and get my scraps out of the way from the Blue Skies and Stitched Together collections. Alright, so the very first thing I had to figure out what I was doing there. The very first thing that it says to do is to attach that yellow 4x6 card to the page. And I am flipping back through the instructions to figure out what card. Then it says to go ahead and attach this one. So I just get those down. Then I get my liquid glue out just to make sure that the ends are properly adhered. That one was kind of rounded. It was kind of bowing, I guess you would say. And that is just my fine liner bottle with the art glitter glue in it. Love this paper completely, front and back. I love the red and white gingham and the flower print pattern. So now that one is going to go, it's going to take up the majority of this side over here, the right hand side of the page, and the bottom is just left white. Now I'm going to put together this die cut watermelon piece. It gives it dimension the way they did it. I do get in there. I have to trim it a bit because I missed the mark. So basically you take and punch out the seed holes and then you line the black, which I wish they would have made the black piece smaller. Do you know what I mean? Because if it was smaller, you wouldn't have had to line it up perfectly. I also do not get the rind lined completely up, which is totally fine. I'm going to take my trimmer and trim that off, and I mess it up, and you'll laugh. See, I have to go in there and I have to trim off some of that black. And then I'm going to get that on there as possibly straight as I can. And I'm going to bring my trimmer in. And I'm thinking that it's going to make it through all that. Guess what it doesn't do? It doesn't make it through all that. And it takes me a minute to line this up because I went crazy-eyed and see. Then I'm like, oh, great. So let's just flip it over, do it again, try to figure it out, push really hard. Then it still didn't work. I still have to come in with my scissors and just trim a couple pieces off. Yay, way to go, Becky. So anyway, I get that all fixed up, and I'm going to go ahead and attach that where it's somewhere where it's supposed to go. And now again, my pictures have really nothing to do with watermelon and picnics and stuff, but during the COVID shutdown, and when we couldn't get haircuts or anything, my kid has like the thickest, most beautiful, most loveliest hair in the world, but he has to get it cut like every 2 months. He has to literally go in and get his head shaved almost every 2 months. Well, this is in April, so it had been about 3 months that he'd had, 3 to 4 months since he had a haircut, and I cut my fiance's hair, and after he seen what I had done to Robbie, he called my mom and said, oh my God, I can't let her cut my hair, come cut my hair. So my mom came over that night and shaved his head. And you know what, it wasn't that bad because this was in April. He graduated at the end of June, so when he went to for his graduation, everything has opened back up and he was able to get into our normal hairdresser. And all she had to do was really just give him a little bitty trim around the edge. She was like, your mom didn't do a bad job. Or your grandma. So now I'm going to go ahead and take these smaller folders and put them on the mat them. I know that top picture is not a good picture. It's because neither one of them was trying to let me take a picture of what was going on there. So I took it anyway. We were also in the process of landscaping everything, getting ready to have him a graduation party. Now I'm reading the directions and I'm not following. I'm a type of person that has to read directions and instructions odd a bit above 3 to 4 times before I fully understand it. So I'm trying to figure out what I got going on there, and I'm like, this doesn't fit. That's not what it looks like on the picture. So I cut them wrong. I cut them at 4.5 and not 4. Way to go. Again, Becky. And those are just the little zip strips that was from some other pieces of paper, and they just go into the top and bottoms of the picture as just a little added embellishment. So cute, right? You can go ahead and if you're interested in picking up this workshop kit or the Summer Vibes collection kit, paper packet, all the fun things that go with it, I'll leave a link below to my website for Close to My Heart. Now this is the journaling strips. Sorry about my head. I was trying to get them as straight as possible. And it's just so you have a little spot to write journaling, and I thought I can write something about this. Now there's this cute little umbrella die cut that and as I was doing it, I was like trying to follow the directions, trying to be a good little person. And I was like, man, I should pop some of this. I should start popping some of this stuff up on foam, like embellishment wise, which is what I started doing right here. And I just used the fun foam. So I go ahead and get that in there. And then I realized, well, I popped that up on foam tape, or fun foam, so I had to cut that off, and I just go ahead and tuck that little bitty, the umbrella stick, whatever it's called, underneath the picture. I get that little sun shape right there. It calls for, they have these really cute enamel shapes within the collection as well. And it called for a palm tree right there, and I thought, why not? An umbrella and a palm tree. See, to me, an umbrella, I think of rain. I know they're going for a beach umbrella. Totally cute. Also, a little pair of flip-flops. Again, pictures, layout, embellishments. Not a match, but you guys have watched me for a while. That's just how I am. Now, what I did right there was I wanted to pop this up, but I wanted to make sure that I got it in the place that I wanted. So I went ahead and got it stuck to the picture a little bit, okay? And then I pulled it back up. Even if I would have hurt the picture, I knew I was gonna put the picture back, this sticker back over it. But it took off some of the sticky. So there was a definite line right there where I could see where it was no longer shiny from all the sticky. That way I knew exactly where to put my foam. Just a little tip for you. It's a gamble. And there's just some little word dies. Now I'm going to go in with the Cool Mint Stickles, and I'm going to just embellish I'm just going to use that as like little enamel dots in places. I also go ahead and decorate the bottom of the umbrella just to make it pretty. That one I kind of got a little fast and I smeared it a little bit, so I just took a toothpick and just wiped it back up, and it came up perfectly. Like I said, I'm just going to use these as you would enamel dots. I'm going to put them in several places. And after that, I do not think there's anything else that is done for this layout. So click the link below. See you next time.